Hello, thank you if you are tuning in. Now, today I'm just kind of going on a bit of a channeled message, so the direction of this message and video might be a little bit random and a little bit all over the show, but really what I'm wanting to address is coming into your ultimate timeline, and just what you may be finding at the moment, if you are doing a little bit of work on becoming a new you, and you're finding that people from the past or things from the past or stuff just keeps coming up. Maybe it's old belief systems, anything that you're might be struggling with at the moment. I know I'm speaking from my own experience, so a lot of stuff that I am sharing, I'm just sharing from my own experience, not as a expert or someone who particularly studies this. I listen to what a lot of other people have to say, and then I've noticed what is happening in my own world, my own reality, and things like that. And so I do know, a lot of people talk about New Earth, and I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of like, I've seen talks with Bashar and all these other people talking about the Great Divide and the Big Split, and how we're shifting timelines and some people aren't going to be on your timeline anymore. And then I was like, where do they go? Do they just fall off the earth, or and then the more I've sort of listened to more people about it and looked into it myself, it's really what happens is when your timeline and someone else's timeline, what you're perceiving and to see, because remember what we believe we see. So anything that you choose to believe, you'll find all the evidence out there to prove that you're right. And also the same with, we can try and prove someone wrong, but I don't know if you've heard of the coaster theory, a coaster, a drink coaster. I don't even have one. Wait, let me see if there's. No, I don't want to go off topic. Yeah, I can't even think. But one side of the coaster, you might have a picture of flowers or something. A flower. Let's say it's a flower coaster. And then on the other side is cork, and so imagine you were there and I'm here, and the flower side is here and the cork side is there, and I'm like, what is on? What do you see if you ask me? And I'll be like, oh, some pretty pink flowers and this and that and rah rah, and then you'll be like, well, I just see this cardboardy cork, and I'll be like, no, that's not what I see. And it's like both sides, you're both right, because what you see is right. And so you can only really argue or say what you believe by what you actually see. Whatever you see is what you believe, and so you can argue with someone that is the truth or correct, but they may see a completely different story. And this is kind of going into timelines as well. Someone who is not on the same timeline as you can still be in each other's world, but you can be seeing two completely different ways the world is working. And they may see a completely different, they may be experiencing the worst of everything. They might be seeing the worst, and all this doom and gloom is happening, and you're in the same room and you're seeing a completely different, you're seeing a lot different. So that is sort of my perception of timelines and different earths and stuff like that. And I have seen there's definitely, I've experienced some people really being in this other timeline and devastating things happening. And I've even had my own little touch of reality at times, and then that's when I'm like, okay, I've got to kind of figure out what timeline I'm wanting to be in, where I'm wanting to go, what my reality is wanting to look like. And sometimes we decide we want like a little bit of a reality check, which I like to call it from time to time. But the main thing is what I'm trying to say here, and whoever may be listening and finding this interesting or whatever, is now is really the time for you to, if you're struggling with the whole new earth and timelines, and like how to like be on your highest timeline and stuff like that. It's really we have the power to, and really just taking that power back is really important for us as well. But we have the power to actually create the reality we desire. And sometimes it seems like, I have my own massive struggles, and then the more I go into those struggles, the more it's like the more crap I see. And so then when I'm like, okay, I need to shift my perception, shift my reality, and what do I need to listen to? What do I need to do? What do I need to be eating? How do I need to feel? Like, what are all the things I need to do so I can actually get back onto where I need to be going, and actually seeing all the miracles and yeah, like life unfolding in such a beautiful way. So and I know when I need to like shift my perception and do what I need to do to get there. So but sometimes I will want to wallow in the sadness for a little, and the victim mode, and that's also okay if you feel the same. If you feel like you go into your victim every now and then, and you really want to be held and looked after, and allow yourself to feel of that, but know that you have the power of your life, and you can take back that power and that sovereignty, and from taking back our power and really being like, I do have I can create my reality. I can shift things. I can create miracles. The more you come into that, then yes, people will come and help you out, but it's not from a place of like victimhood. It's from like people like offering to do things, or like you get a new client, or things just happen, and it's not like you have to do it all yourself. It's just shifting your mindset, shifting how you view the world, shifting relying on others, to taking back that sovereignty and that power, and then things align for you. So yeah, that's when we can really work on how we want to be showing up, and how we want to feel, and how we what we want to do in this world. So really, this is a message that if you're sort of struggling a little bit with what you're wanting to be doing or where you're going, if you're not, then that's great. You're probably not watching to this part, but if you are, and then you're like, oh yeah, no, I'm sorted, and I'm just interested for some reason, then you should join my lifted community, because I will be putting more stuff like this in there, which I'll have links and stuff. I'm just in the process of getting it all sorted, so that's one of my things that I'm working on at the moment, and it's taking a lot of time, which is that's okay. But yeah, so anyway, this is really, I just wanted to come through with a message for anyone who might be feeling that it's like there's like a little bit of a crossroads right now, or you're feeling a little bit lost, or not quite sure where you're going, or you are you know where you want to be going, but things aren't really working so easily as you hoped for. This is just really coming into we can, when we sort of focus on like what's missing, it's sort of missing the point on what's really already here, and how we can actually choose to be like, right, I know what I want to be doing, or I know how I want to feel, I know how I want to make a difference, or I know how my ideal life is going to sort of wind up looking. So what content can I listen to? What brings me inspiration and hope each day to like keep going towards my mission, or whatever I'm choosing to focus on, you know? And so there's so much stuff going on in the world, which is actually like, some of it's great because it's really opening the eyes to a lot of the stuff behind the scenes that, yeah, we put so much hope and belief into. And so when it's sort of you know, I'm not going to go into stuff here because I don't watch enough of that stuff to really have a proper opinion, because I choose to focus on what I can do in the world and how I can help people and the people around me. So I don't really go into the doom and gloom, but yeah, I listen to a few people and hear all of the politics and the things, and how everything is just coming to light. The darkness is coming to light. So I think a lot of us are really going to be like stepping into like our power and how we can make a difference. If you don't like what you're seeing out there, rather than raging and fighting and going on social media about it, like what can you do to inspire people around you, or to make a difference, rather than like a fighting to make a difference? I don't feel like more fighting is really going to make a difference, my opinion. But yeah, so that's really just like if you're here, then I hope there's a message for you to just start doing something that you really want to do. Even if you want to like put yourself out there online, you might already be doing that. And awesome. Keep doing it, you know, keep just showing up and sharing whatever is coming to you. I'm thinking I need to just do more videos where I come on and just talk. I don't know. I don't even know what I talk about, but and eventually it's like I've just got to be more me, rather than you know, like trying to have a hook and trying to have this video that's gonna like bring in the people, because it's like that's all good, but like, yeah, it is like, is it actually me? Some of it is, some of it's kind of performance. So I'm like, how do I just show up and share what is flowing through to share? So yeah, really, I want you to be inspired to live your and like just create the reality that you can. I went on a walk and I was like, man, I need like a really cool walking meditation. I listened to a few, and I know Joe Dispenza's really great. For some, I'm a fast speaker, and I know I need to learn to slow down, but someone who speaks really slow drives me insane. So that's, you know, that's just me. And so I'm like, okay, I'm going to make a walking meditation. So I will be also making that now that I've said it on this video and posting it online. I have to do it. And so I'll come back and like pin a comment when I've done that meditation as well, if anyone is interested in listening to that and you know, all of that. So yeah, so that is basically what I wanted to say. I will be sharing more content on just helping us like step into our true selves and embody the you that is you, Yeah, I butchered this Dr. Seuss quote, but I thought, I said, but the newest you that you can do, it's actually something completely different, but I'm going to go with that instead because I preferred that than the actual quote, which I can't remember. I might actually even put that in a little text somewhere here if I edit this video, or I might just post it like it is. So yeah, anyway, hopefully you have found something inspiring or whatever. Let me know your thoughts if you want me to talk about anything, or if you just have anything to say. I'd love to hear from you, and thank you for listening so far, and peace. Namaste. Have a great day. Oh, and I like and subscribe if you want to. Thank you.